Hi-ho, Lions fans. Welcome to the Detroit Lions podcast, episode 374. This is the official Detroit Lions podcast for Reddit. This is a post-game show. I'm your dashing host, Chris, and with me, let me see if I can figure out what we're referring to here. There's a visual cue. Is it something about class? Is it something about class? Like we're super
classy.
You
nailed it. Nailed it.
Got my man Sandman, my good friend and co-host Sandman on the show today. How you doing, brother?
Feeling lucky? Neither bad nor good.
Feel lucky?
Like right down the center, Right down the center.
Had so much to win. We'll talk about it. We got a lot to talk about. There's a game today. A lot of game with very little passing yards. There's got to be some kind of record rolled up in that. We'll talk about that. We'll do a little roundtable discussion, and we'll take your calls and a whole lot more. We got a great show lined up. Are you ready to go there, Andrew?
Let's do it.
Let's kick this off and break it down.
All right. Get right into this. After you go to stjude.org/DLP and donate a little bit of money for us, help the kids, the sick kids, Christmas for the kids, or go to auction.detroitlionspodcast.com. All kinds of great items there. We got some Jerry Jacobs stuff going up and some other stuff as well. Some really, really great stuff from Colin and the guys at Pro Sports Zone coming up real quick in the next day or two. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to go right into calls if you're okay, Andy.
Let's do it.
I have a feeling we're going to have a bunch today. All right, let's see if we can do this. Hey, caller, what's your name? How much have you had to drink?
My name's Lucas. I have had nothing to drink watching my daughter and this shit show of a football match.
Congratulations,
as you have. I wanted to open up with a little story. There's a scene in The Lord of the Rings, which either of you may or may not have seen, The Fellowship, where I think it's Pippin touches that skeleton near the bridge of Khazad-dûm, and then that skeleton falls into that giant well, and Gandalf says, next time throw yourself down there and rid us of your stupidity. I assume that's Dan Campbell to Jared Goff because I can't foresee a scenario where he plays any more minutes.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he looked at least as good as Mason Rudolph almost.
Well, it's half him and half Anthony Lynn. His play calling. I understand the run's working, but you just can't keep beating that drum when they keep stacking the line 5-6 men at a time. I don't know. At least, I'll give you a positive. How many rushing yards did he have? Over 200?
Over 200.
That's something incredible. That was good. Our defense really played out.
Yeah. Lucas, I'll tell you that Anthony Lynn did not call any plays today. I'm actually at the point where I believe that any plays that Anthony Lynn called through the headset, Dan Campbell just put an X through it on the call sheet and said, "Move on." This is a different game, and let's be fair. There's some questions about. Obviously, there's questions about Jared Goff, but there's some questions about why Goff was in the game if they had so little faith in his ability to throw the ball. Look, I know he's injured. Let's just take Goff's ability and put that aside for a second, okay? You're not confident enough in your quarterback to throw the ball. Why is he still in the game? Right?
Why?
Anybody can hand a ball off to Swift, right? Anybody can hand the ball off to Jamar Jefferson. That's doesn't take a whole lot of super talent.
I just wonder if Campbell thinks Blau at 100% is worse than Goff at whatever percent he was at. That's also concerning because obviously if we don't have a backup that can play backup to an injured quarterback, then that's another issue. But that's all I wanted to leave you with. I can rant more, but I'll let other people take other opinions and points.
Just remember
I'll have a good one.
Remember this, Lucas.
You do.
The first step to winning is not losing.
Correct.
All right.
That's true.
That's part of it.
That's true. All right. Y'all have a good one.
You too, brother.
You too. That's gonna be what everybody talks about this week is how we're not screwed because we don't have depth. We're not screwed because we don't have. Let me rephrase it. We're not just screwed because we don't have those things. We are mostly screwed by the fact that we're tied to Jared Goff for at least another year, and it's becoming increasingly obvious that he is not it at all on any facet.
Why?
He looked so bad today, and whether he was injured coming in or not injured doesn't matter. Your quarterback has to be able to play in the league, and he's being paid $26 million a year. We're going to compare him to Mason Rudolph today, who's been a career backup and who has started 10 times in his entire career against the number 1 overall pick making $26 million a year. And I would have rather had Mason Rudolph, interceptions and all.
Yeah. No, I am with you. Let me hit really quick. Flounder, thank you for the super chat. Love you, brother. Goff is a well-meaning guy in a bad spot who no longer wants to play NFL football. And I can't, oh boy. I don't agree. I think he's a well-meaning guy. I think he's in a bad spot. I think he wants to play, and I think he believes he can elevate the team. I think in his mind, he believes that, because I don't think he could walk out in the team. I think what we saw today is that Dan Campbell does not have any faith in his ability to throw the ball. I mean, we ran against a brick wall throughout the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And we were not going to change that until it became no choice for anything but to throw the ball in overtime. And then we did, and you saw what happened, right? That overtime, by the way, was just insane. It was insane. Balls flipping from side to side, and it was it was nuts. But I don't know how you as a team now can go. Who's your quarterback next week? You've already. I mean, how does Goff ever step on the field again as the guy for the Lions after being told do not throw the ball?
We're at the point where we are in a lose situation with Goff. Because you either admit that you made a mistake by signing him and you bench him now, which means you have to bench him next year. There's no coming back from benching him now. And you just have to eat his salary while he's on this roster, or you cut him and eat his massive salary and dead cap space. Or you continue to play a guy that the rest of the team knows is not going to win you games.
Yep.
He's not. If you're the whole time, the team had to be thinking the defense has to score for us to win.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. People are going to say, oh, well, look how good we ran. This was an abnormality. We will not run for 200 yards again this year. This would have been the worst looking offensive game if we played against an even, decent NFL defensive team today.
I don't know. I mean, if you get another game with 352 attempts, you might get a 200-yard rushing game out of these guys. I mean, that's basically what it was. It was just power by attempts. I'm about to pull up the box score so we can look at that. I know a lot of folks are calling in. Really quick, want to talk about the gambling line, right? If anybody listened to me, Riz was like, told me I was nuts. A couple of people told me I was nuts about putting the money on the lines. I got it sitting right here. I put my money on the lines. You know what? I didn't lose a dime. I did not lose a dime. Let's get a call here really quick. Hey, caller, what's your name? How much have you had to drink so far?
Oh, hey, it's Coos. How you guys doing?
Coos. How you?
Good.
I can't yell Coos anywhere else, and I really appreciate being able to do that.
And I have no idea how much I had to drink that goddamn game in at that time.
Hey, the good news is it extended your drinking time, right?
Yeah. Well, the sad thing is literally this past week, I have 3 sons, and Cameron, big Lions fan. I just indoctrinated one of my twins that are 18, Casey. He has been a big Lions fan this year. And we literally just folded in Carter, my other twin, got him a jersey and all the whole yard, and he was in, right?
Okay.
And then they tied. And I told them going into it, I'm like, this is an 0-8 team, brother. We know we know where we are.
Yep.
And he literally is walking past the TV laughing. And we put the jersey on, asshole.
Sounds like a hostage situation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I just got the number. We're at 38 rushing attempts for the game.
Yeah. I just can't believe they're so afraid to throw the ball. I cannot figure out if it is the coaching staff, and probably ask Chris and Andy, is it the coaching staff or is it Goff? Who is so afraid to throw this ball?
Back during the Jim Bob Cooter years, I had a statistic that I used to reference that was a wasted play stat. And it was where Jim Bob Cooter would throw a really bad screen that went for nothing, that the other team knew was going to come and knew that was going to happen. and it was a wasted down. It was like you might as well have taken a kneel or spike the ball. And I think that Dan Campbell knows enough that putting the ball into Jared Goff's hands to throw the football is a wasted down. That if you can get 2 yards rushing the football, you're probably better off than giving the ball to Jared Goff and having him throw an incomplete pass or throw a 3-yard out that doesn't do anything and puts you at more risk for him to throw an interception or fumble the football or get sacked. I'm sure there's some statistic out there that says, when Jared Goff has the ball in his hands, our offense does worse. So to me, it's on Jared Goff. I think at this point, it's more on the coaching staff that has yet to do anything about Jared Goff other than what we saw this week, which is just like remove him from game plan. Which is not an option, really. Shouldn't be an option.
An MCDC quote where he says, "We all felt like he was good. He was good enough to go. We all felt like he was good enough to stay in there. So that's why we stuck with him." I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that. And that's one of the first times I can say that I didn't believe Dan Campbell. You know what I mean? That I didn't believe he was.
So I'm sitting there with my son, who is a new Lions fan, and it's like, okay, it's 3rd and 6, and he's looking at me. He's like, "What's going to happen, Dad?" I'm like, "Well, they're going to try and run a draw play, and they're going to get killed, or he's going to throw a pass 2 yards short of the sticks, and they're going to freaking have to punt." And I'm like, it's so predictable. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. But think about it.
No effort.
Think about it, though. I mean, we're not going to go 0-17. Right, just straight up. So that's good. We're in good shape there.
Well,
we could be
16-1 is an option,
right? And we could be the first and the third 0-16 team, right? Which is that's great. Yeah. Thank you, Ken, for the St. Jude. Push us over 27,800. So there's that. We're not going to go winless, and let's be honest. That tie, even if we lose out the rest of the season, changes everything. It changes everything about this team. The winless.
Well, I mean.
Well, we can still they could still be winless.
I guess so.
Yeah. The only thing that stopped was 0-17. That's the only thing.
We stopped not losing every game.
We literally could go 0-16 just like 2008.
Yeah, and
just have that one extra tie. That maybe if the 2008 Lions had another game, maybe they would have tied that one too.
Right.
Who knows?
But with the minimum amount of effort or the minimum amount of ability or whatever achievement, we've been able to avoid the first 0-17 season. So that there's something
that is true.
That. And 0-17 will live on in history. That's the thing that you remember. Look, 2008, everyone knows 0-16, top right at the end of their tongue, right? If they were 1-15, people would be like, "Oh God, 2008 sucked." But that would be it. It wouldn't be the 0-16 season, right? So,
but if we're 0-16-1, we are still in that stupid conversation.
No. We're 0-16-1. We're not 0-17.
But we're in that same conversation with the 2017 Browns and the 2008 Lions. It's like, these are the teams that went 0-16.
Can I say that officially my love affair with Ryan Santoso is over as of today? I'm leaving him.
I was gonna say he's gonna get lost in the shuffle.
No,
that 2 kicks. 2 kicks.
That last untouched field goal that he knuckled towards the corner of the crossbar. I still can't figure that one out.
We need somebody to break that down because everything looked fine to me. I didn't see anything wrong. He didn't slip. He didn't hit the ground. It looked fine.
No.
It just was possibly the worst fine kick I've ever seen in my whole life.
Well, he is a converted punter. This is a guy that the Lions had as a punter and decided, we can make him play place kicker. And because he's got decent leg.
I saw him at camp, and he was through the skinny post. Remember the skinny uprights, Sam? He was putting it literally on the sideline at the 50-yard line and crushing it through there, no problem, with place kicks. I was like, holy crap, this guy. And he was just all over the place, like just nailing kicks. And I felt fine with him. And he played for us once this season, and he got the kicks that he was supposed to get. I wonder if the wet on the ball had something to do with what happened there. Because, I mean, all the fumbles, it was like a clown show. The Keystone Cops play football at the end there. I mean, it was just a mess. Look, the romance is over. It's officially over. We've gone our own ways. But I don't necessarily blame him for that kick yet. I have to see it again. But there's probably something to do with all that.
In my heart, that's all about Don Moback. So I'm going to blame Scott Daly for that.
There you go. Hey, Coos, I gotta let you go, man. The phones are going nuts, and I got a whole bunch of super chatters I want to call out really quick that have hit us. All right, brother?
All right.
All right, thanks for the call, bro.
Thanks for taking the call, man. Love you guys.
Anytime.
Thanks.
Love you too, bro. See ya. All right. That's Coos. All right. Brendan Noble, someone tell Goff his spin move is broken. That goes then to Flounder. Flounderish is back again. Says, I said in the Slack chat today that Goff has the spin move of a 55-year-old former high school backup shooting guard. Let's see. Nicholas, defense played their butt off. He used the A word, but I don't want to get demonetized. Jerry looked really good out there. Love seeing him get notoriety. Pay that man. I got to tell you, I still love me some Jerry. He looked great. Robert, I think 4 fourth quarter leads means just as much as the tie. At the end of the day, we're in some of these games against good teams. You know, that's absolutely right, Robert. I mean, it's not like we're just getting blasted every week. It's not like we play Philadelphia every week, right? I mean, we came in to a lot of games and we're really, really close. So that was something. Also, we've got really quick from Flounder. Screw Goff. He's going to match $250 today, $250 for St. Jude, including Ken's $50 donation. So if we can get another $200, you guys get a free $250, bumps us up $500 over the $28,000 mark. stjude.org/DLP is where you donate. And we're trying to get to that 30,000 goal. Christmas for the kids. All right. Breathe for a moment. Sandman, what's all this attire? I don't think it is you're exuding class. What I mean, I feel you are, but I don't think that's what you're after.
I've seen 2 ties in the last 2 years. And I never thought I would see a tie ever. So I went up to the closet. I got some of my best accoutrement ties, some of my best, who knows who makes these.
Is it a Snoopy?
Yeah. And, I'm dressing for the occasion. You put on your Santa hat during Christmas. You wear your clovers during St. Patrick's Day. I think what better attire?
I'm a little nervous because they say dress for the job you want. You say you've seen 2 ties and you've got 3 on.
Yeah, I'm applying to be a coat rack. Yeah.
I thought you were signaling for a 3rd tie. Okay, I'll take the coat rack. If we get a 3rd tie this year, that's on you.
Yeah, no, I'm I'll take anything other than loss at this point, I suppose.
Yes, at 30,000 for St. Jude, Chris will do the Fat Boy 40. You will see me do the 40-yard dash with a full production setup. It'll be a good time. If we get to 30 grand, also, we're looking for 30 grand because Ash, who is getting a tattoo, if you missed the St. Jude 24-hour show, he's getting a tattoo from his shin all the way wrapped around to the back of his calf, a lion's tattoo. And thank you, Sandman. $50. That's $100 now for St. Jude today. He when we hit 16,000, he said he gets a tattoo. If we get to 30, he'll come into the party, the training camp party we do every year, and get it done there. Ken Francis, another 50. Thank you, Ken.
There we go.
Wow, we're at 150. That makes us 300 already. Good stuff. You guys rock. So yeah, if we get to that 30, you get to see me do the Fat Boy 40. You get to be really, really big about Christmas for the kids. And we'll get to see Ash live getting his tattoo done. What more could you want? The squeals of a Canadian across the room while you're drinking.
I want the tattoo artist to get a pie in the face during the tattoo. $35,000 goal.
All right,
$30,001 goal.
So talk about the bets that we had here, Sam, man, because we were inextricably linked. Our luck was tied together. We were floating on the same life buoy, and I earned this tie today. I earned it. So I was in Vegas this past weekend during the Lions bye. Perfect timing. Mm-hmm. Got to enjoy my weekend. No Lions, but I was there and I bet on some Lions stuff. So I put $100 down on the Lions to win this game because Chris felt so confident in it. I was on the train, but I also put $100 down on the Lions to go 0-17 because I thought if that's what's going to happen, that's what's going to happen. What do? We tie. I didn't win either bet. But you didn't lose.
I lost the 0-17 bet. I lost that straight up. So let's talk about how there's one outcome to lose 2 bets and that the outcome is so minuscule that it should never happen. This is what the Lions do to me, Chris. This is what the Lions do to me.
And here you sit with 3 ties on your head.
Yeah, I'm losing my mind. I've lost it. I've lost all my money. I've lost all my marbles. I'm a Lions season ticket holder. Who knows why?
You got great
that tells
seats.
you everything.
You got great seats, though.
I'm on a podcast talking about the Lions tying because the kicker can't kick a 20-yard extra point and a freaking gimme field goal at the end of the game. Our defense plays mind-blowing. Makes no sense. All these turnovers don't make any sense. This was a hard-earned tie on both sides. The offense tried to lose. The defense tried to win. You put them together, you get a happy friggin' die.
I feel like I worked pretty hard for this tie, too. Just sitting there watching this thing from the beginning. Oh, my God.
I jinxed it. I jinxed it for everybody.
You've had enough of that shit.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, we got a caller here. Let me see the caller. Hey, caller, what's your name? How much have you had to drink?
My name is Adam, and I'm working on number 14 of the White Claws that you introduced me to.
Oh, well, congratulations, Adam. They how do you? So I haven't talked about those in a little while. For me, they've been great. I really have been able to up my drinking without really having a robustly negative effect on my weight. I've either been able to gain or maintain or lose. How about you? Where are you at with the White Claws? Are you holding on? Are they working for you?
They're pretty fantastic. I used to be a Bud Light guy, but now I definitely exclusively drink these.
I think there's something to be said for drinking all that water with the alcohol too, so you stay kind of hydrated. The hangover's less the next day. Have you noticed that?
Yes. By far, I get way less hangovers.
If you're drinking 14 of them, you definitely notice that.
Are you doing the variety?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be hurting tomorrow. But I mean, with a game like today, I've been a fan since I was 6 years old, and I'm 37. So,
ooh, man,
today was another rough day.
I'd get your name on the liver list right now. So what did
to a hospital?
What'd you see out there, brother? What'd you see?
So I just have to say, and I'm not trying to be crude, but is there another quarterback in the league who sucks a bigger bag of dicks than Jared Goff right now?
I don't think there's a quarterback in the league making even close to the amount of money sucking as many dicks as Jared Goff sucks. I think that's a fair assumption. I think there's other bad quarterbacks in the league, but they're all backups. They're all third string guys. They're all, career journeymen. They're all or rookies. There's a reason why they're in the game. I think that Jared Goff is the worst quarterback in the league that has zero reason to start for this team.
You suck 9 dicks, and all of a sudden you're a dick sucker.
Yeah, sorry about that. I know there's dicks that happen. But just to be honest, I watched a backup today throw better throws than he has for a majority of the season. By the way, I just wanted to say I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener. I've been listening since 2016. I'm a big fan of everything you guys do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate that, man. That's really, really cool. It means, I'm going to tell you, that means a lot. Hearing that, it's not a profession. It's kind of something we do on the side, and we enjoy doing it. But those kinds of things really, really make it all worthwhile because we do try. It's a little bit of a sweaty try hard, as they say in the games groups.
Well, given how rough this team has been to watch over the past couple of years, it doesn't matter. I still love them no matter what.
Yeah.
But I appreciate everything you guys do.
Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. And you know what? Maybe by the end of the year, we'll have a second bag for Jared.
Are we talking about a baguette?
Oh no, it's a full
grocery bag.
Yeah.
A large UPS box. What are we talking about here?
Kind of thing, they used to have for the army, the big duffel job where they'd carry like a year's worth of gear.
Oh my God, you guys are killing me.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you. Appreciate everything you guys do.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for calling. Oh man, that's awesome. That's really cool. You are on fire today. That's coming from the truck, just so you know. All right, got another caller here. Let's see who we got. Hey, caller, what's your name? How much have you had to drink so far?
Hey, it's Kenyon. I actually just started drinking because I was on the road.
That's what happens to me. I have to wait till now because if I do it during the game, there's no way I could do this show with any kind of mental clarity at all. How you doing, Jalen?
I'm good.
Kenyon,
I'm
sorry.
good.
Kenyon.
I actually,
They both end in N. What else do you want? I don't know.
Yeah.
exactly. So since I was on the road, I was listening to the radio broadcast, so I kind of have a question and a comment.
Mm-hmm.
So the comment is how apparent it is just listening to Dan Miller call. It wasn't even just Goff; it was just Mason Rudolph as well. You could just tell how horrible it was. And I thought it was really interesting to just hear somebody else describe it instead of you just watching it. It's just like, and that pass is behind, and that pass is behind, and it's too high, and it's in front, and he overshot it, and he missed. And just the constant kind of description of how terrible both of these quarterbacks were, I think was really interesting.
And that was just Goff. That was just Goff in the
focus
warm-ups.
more on it as well.
That was just Goff in the warm-ups. That wasn't even under pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing he said, and I was that he didn't have a clean pocket really for pretty much the whole day. So if you want an excuse, there's that, I suppose. I'll watch it probably tomorrow and probably walk that back.
Yeah. I think you might. I don't think it was. I mean, there was a couple plays where it wasn't great. I mean, everybody got a holding flag, I felt like, but I mean, Sandman, I felt like the offensive line was pretty beast there, and I mean, the pocket isn't really a big issue when you're pulling a run play on 89 to 95% of your plays, right?
Yeah, you know,
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I tweeted during the game, and I mentioned that Jared Goff just seems on a different time schedule than the rest of the offensive players. Yeah. And like today was a perfect example of that. You know, the balls are behind dudes, the balls are in front of dudes. He threw a screen where the screen wasn't even remotely close to being set up yet. And he also didn't have any pressure on him. So it wasn't I got to get rid of this ball situation. He just literally decided to throw the ball into the back of Hockenson. You know, it's hard to say. I think Jared Goff definitely isn't doing a great job, and I definitely think that Mason Rudolph is a career backup quarterback for a reason. I mean, quarterback play was bad. You know, the weather wasn't fantastic today, but just ugly.
I would have to say that part of what happened, because it wasn't just Goff and Rudolph who were stinking it up today. People were losing balls, fumbling. I mean, it was a mess up. Guys were getting hurt like crazy. So, you know, the footing wasn't that great. The grass, as they said, off to the side, you could tell was a lot shadier than the grass up the middle of the field. It just wasn't great conditions, but it wasn't great for everybody. You know what I mean? And to see a career backup like Mason Rudolph play at or above the level of Jared Goff just tells you Goff isn't the guy that's going to elevate the team, right? And this is so.
Oh, not at all.
I'm more firmly on this bus than I was before. After seeing what happened today, I think we're gonna, with our number 1 overall pick, we're gonna grab the best quarterback we can find in this draft, because we cannot abide Goff for another year. It just can't happen. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if the next year we wind up taking another quarterback, because the quarterback we got this year was maybe better than Goff, but still not the NFL guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Are there any of the quarterbacks this year that really would probably not be at least a second rounder last year? Like, would Corral really go in the first round last year? I don't think so.
This is possibly one of the worst drafts to have the number 1 pick if you need a quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, in watching Thibodeau, right? I mean, he's the guy that basically, I mean, I've seen a lot of talk. I haven't been able to watch his tape. We did the whole college tour thing this weekend. Saw a wonderful Florida Gators game that scored more points than Jared Goff will score for the Lions all year. But there's like Thibodeau, everything I've heard this week points the finger that he takes, if the play isn't coming his way, he just takes the play off. If he can't get somehow involved or doesn't feel like he's going to be able to, he's done. He gives up. That kind of medium motor sort of guy is probably not a guy for for Campbell and company. He doesn't sound like a kneecap biting kind of guy. I feel like that kind of, again, I haven't seen it. I have to see it for myself. But if that's kind of what we're seeing here out of this guy, then we are absolutely going to go for a quarterback and with that first overall pick. And look, when you're staring at Jared Goff as your guy right now, I don't know that any Lions fans will be against taking quarterback. I think the conversation is we took the wrong one or whatever else, but I don't think anyone's going to yell about taking a quarterback first overall with our pick.
For sure.
Yeah, it'll be a value argument, which is the argument I've been having for five drafts in a row.
Well,
all right.
How about the value
so
of,
my question here real quick.
Yeah.
They were talking about how we're speculating that he was hurt. Was he like hobbling around out there, or was it like something with the throwing motion, or did you see something on camera that was there that we think was going on, or was
it was like his midsection lower back? You know, like they're like
okay.
I didn't see anything on TV, but you know there were some people tweeting like, oh, he threw the ball and then grabbed his lower back, you know, or whatever. But
I haven't seen.
Obviously, it wasn't enough to take him out.
I didn't see him grab at it. I saw him wince after the fact. And on the sideline, every time when he wasn't on the field, they had a wrap with a heating pad held around the left side. You'd see him. They'd do the camera shot of him standing on the sideline, and he have looked like an ace bandage kind of wrap, and they said the heat was there on his back.
Okay.
So maybe he was hurt, but again, if he's hurt and he can't throw, because
then why aren't you playing Blau?
Exactly, because Blau can hand it off as well as anybody else, and I have a feeling that Blau can probably put it 10 yards downfield.
Man,
and he can run.
How weird would it be if we broke 2 quarterback sacks in like 3 years or whatever?
Something in the water.
Hadn't thought of that.
Something in the water. Maybe Goff saw how he got Stafford out of playing some games.
Yeah.
He's like, "Ow, my back."
He's like, "Oh, maybe they'll trade me to the Rams."
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. All righty. That's it for me. I know you guys got a lot, so I'll let you go.
All right, Kenny. Thank you, bud.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
See you, brother. All right. Oh, all right.
Let's talk about the timeouts in overtime.
What timeouts?
What? I'm gonna throw up. I almost threw up watching him. It was the worst time management stuff I'd seen in forever. Taking the timeouts almost cost us the tie. We almost lost because of those timeouts.
Yeah.
If not for a really good defensive play. Yeah. Real wild. I think Dan Campbell wants to win more than he cares about losing. And if a move like that can put you in a better position to win, even if it puts you in a worse position to lose, that's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah. No, I think at this point, another loss doesn't mean anything, but a win means everything.
Yeah.
I think you nailed it there. Hey, caller, what's your name? How much have you had to drink?
Oh, man, I've had nothing to drink. This is Q. What's going on, guys?
Hey,
What's up,
Q? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Sam, man, you my guy. Glad you're here. I really wanted to talk to Ash because Ash has this whole theory about every quarterback's bad, and no, this is terrible. I need to talk to Ash. Me and Ash need to exchange numbers offline because I need him to answer for this.
Q, hit me up. Text me your email address offline. I'll get you into the Slack, and you can hold him. You can hold him publicly accountable with the people he cares about.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we got to bring him to the town square because the embarrassment I just faced sitting in a sports bar by myself with my Lions Fresh Life Q jersey. All these Steelers fans. It was an experience, but I'm just glad we didn't lose. I'm good with that. Like I was telling another guy that was a Steelers fan there, as long as we didn't lose to the Steelers /1, or as long as we win the Thanksgiving game, I'm good with that. Number 1 pick. But Goff has to go. I agree with you 100%. We cannot go through another season with Goff as QB1. It's just,
nope.
He's not a kneecap biter at all.
Nope. And you know what? We got Josh Reynolds. Hey, we got our wide receiver 2. We can probably get a wide receiver 1 in this draft. We can put the weapons there. We'll have Hawkinson. We've got the line. We'll have pretty much everything we need. in order to put a rookie there. If that, and I think that's how the draft's going to work for us. I have no problem putting a rookie in, and if he's not the guy, do it again next year. Things are bad enough right now at quarterback that Jared Goff is not the guy. Bring somebody else in and see what you can do with him. Even if it's like Malik Willis, I'm not super high on him, but the athleticism that he has, coupled with the fact that he's going to need it with the rest of the team that's kind of around him, right? I mean, that might be the right guy at the right time for us. You know what I mean?
Right. My only thing is I hope we just take the best player available at 1, and then we get a quarterback with the second first-round pick. Just because we need help everywhere. Because I don't know, I think Willis could possibly be there. I just think whatever it is with Goff, it's like somebody's playing a game of Madden and they keep accidentally hitting B. For whatever reason, it's just ridiculous. Like, he just won't. I saw George Bell say something about this, and I agree. Stafford will stand in there and take a hit and make a throw. Jared Goff will not. He tries this escape that never works, so it turns a play that could possibly be maybe a 3-yard loss on a sack into like a 9-yard loss, and then it kills the drive.
He's the only guy I know that could get sacked on a handoff.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
He's a mess. So
Goff is who he is, but I mean, we didn't lose, so let's look at the positive. We didn't lose. Yeah,
we're not going to go in a complete 0 season. So
16-1.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not 0-17.
Better than 0-17.
It's not 0-17. Man. Start there. All right. Yeah.
No, so, are you going to be in town for Thanksgiving in Detroit?
Oh, I'm not, but I've got 2 Bears tickets I got to give away. I got a lot of stuff going on, family style stuff that I got to deal with, so I can't get there for the Thanksgiving game. I got 2 Bears tickets I have to figure out how to give away down in section 111, I think, or
it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough to give them away.
Yeah. I want to do. I'm going to figure out a way to maybe someone will buy them and burn them for St. Jude or something. I want to try to get some money for the kids out of them, right?
I was just talking to a friend, and she's like, "Well, can you sell any of your tickets for the rest of the season?" I said, "No, nobody wants these tickets. I can give them to family or whatever. I mean, I'm booked through the Vikings game on the 5th. I didn't buy my flight for the game on the 19th though of December, so I don't know. We'll see."
Okay. I'm seeing what I can do. Sandman said he's going to drag me in if I can get into town, so I'm trying to look at my schedule and everything else going on, see if I can finagle a couple days down there, quick queue. So we should 3 of us get
for which game?
I'm not sure which game yet, but somewhere between mid-December and the last game of the season. I'm going to do my best to get down there for a couple days.
All right, since you insist, I'm in. Okay, you got me.
Oh, man.
You talked me into it, man. Let's go. I'm back.
We gotta get Ash there so we can have the brawl out in the parking lot.
Yeah, me and Ash at WrestleMania. It's going down.
We could probably sell those tickets that way. Someone would buy them if they could have the pregame fight.
Yeah, something, man. No, but appreciate it, man. I'll hang up and listen. Just let me know. Just keep me posted. I'll probably go ahead and book my flights for the rest of the game.
Awesome. All right, Q. Thanks a lot, man.
Later, man.
All right, man. Have a good week, y'all.
You too.
All right, bro.
We'll see you. All right, Q. Fresh life. Oh, all right. Let's see. Really quick, couple super chats. Will Harris deservedly takes a lot of heat. Yeah, for sure. This is Matt Husian. Sorry if I murdered that. But shout out to him for forcing that fumble at the end. Absolutely. That was great. Completely great job from him on that. Earlier, and someone said it in the Slack chat, he completely yeeted. I don't know if you saw him. He flew by upside down, shaped like an X, over the top. There was a tackle, and he was running in for it. He's like, whoa, because he knew he would have been a late hit. He just flew over top of it. A big X. That's hilarious. That was good. Matt, thank you for that super chat. Yeah, that was a great play from Will Harris. He came in at the right time. Let's see. We got Skeletosi. It's so nauseating watching a quarterback who can't push the ball down the field on a weekly basis. How are they tolerating this play?
That's the biggest indictment on this coaching staff right now. How are they?
Here's the thing. I don't know that they have anything better. That might be the problem. And the coaching staff, what's the indictment if they put Blau out there and he's worse?
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
Honestly,
they knew it.
to me, I don't know how it could be any worse than what happened today. Even if Blau looks the same as Goff, but picks up one extra first down because he can run the ball and has some escapability to him, then that's an upgrade to me. I mean, even if he just adds a slight wrinkle to this offense. If I'm a defensive coordinator playing the Lions, I'm playing man up, zero coverage the entire game, because I know Jared Goff ain't going to do nothing to beat us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, with Reynolds, we'll have to see what happens, right? We'll have to see, because they got some chemistry. And that is actually something, you suddenly have a guy who can kind of take the top off the defense. It changes how the defense is going to play you, right? So I'm really kind of frustrated that he wasn't in the game today. Even if he only memorize these freaking 5 plays. They're all running plays, right? And just memorize these 5 plays, because we're running basically. Here's the deal. Dan Campbell's plan. We're going to run the wishbone offense, except with one running back and a quarterback who can't run. But no one's ever going to expect the pass when it happens. Trust us. and that's it.
All pop passes.
Just have them run verts. Start taking the top off the defense. Hawkinson, how many catches did he have today? Right? Wasn't it 0?
Yep. On 2 targets, and one of them was into his back on a screen. Yeah,
it pushed his cup forward.
Yeah, I don't want to start the fight again, but I'm still team trade Hawkinson before we get nothing for him. He's gone. He's gone. No one wants to be here.
All right. Flounder, 100 to go in his match. 100 to go in the match from Flounder. So we need $100 more donated to stjude.org/DLP. And we'll get the match out of Flounder and help get the money up for Christmas for the kids, trying to get towards that $30,000 goal. Help us out, folks. Get us there. JJ, Super Chat. I wouldn't waste the late first on the quarterback. Oh, that's the problem, JJ. And this, I'm going to release this week. We had a conversation with Mark Schofield, former college quarterback and lawyer who gave it up to write about football. Interesting cat. So maybe you would question his life decisions at that point. But either way, he's a recovering attorney. He was talking about the end of the first round. That Rams pick might be a good place to pick up a quarterback, or if you move it up a little. He's thinking 14 to 25, if I remember right, was the place where most of these guys are going to wind up going. I don't know if your guy, and I say your guy, meaning, the Lions guy, is going to be there that late, but there's probably some kind of package they can put together to make that happen. The first overall in a quarterback is a really hard one to justify. It really is. But if you're still staring at Goff next year because you couldn't get your guy, I mean, with the Rams, I don't know how Matthew Stafford and OBJ are going to get along. I don't predict good things for that, by the way. I just don't see that relationship working out real well. And Woods going down, I mean, we'll see what goes on. He's already hurt, right? So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, but I think the one thing that people are missing is that it's possible that it's more likely to see a quarterback at the end of the first because of the 5th-year option. That's why you ask for the first instead of early seconds. Yeah, because you get the 5th-year option on whoever you draft. So the Lions have the first pick in the second round. They could take a quarterback there instead if they thought that he would slide there. Yeah. But right. Sometimes you have to think about your 5th-round option.
Yep. Ken Francis again, or was it Ken F? I don't want to give too much away. Thank you, $100. You just got that in there, and then we got the $100 match from Flounder. We're going to be at 28,260 about when this is all said and done. Thank you all so much for your donation, St. Jude. Really appreciate you guys helping us out, helping do this. This is a huge year. I mean, I can't believe how much we've raised thanks to you guys all and gals and all of your help. Thank you just so much. Let's see. Jerry Jacobs seems to have his own subtle celebration. Looked like he was putting his sword away. If I'm Jerry Jacobs, I'm pulling that sword out and I'm ball walking around.
That's a felony, Chris. That's a felony, Chris.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Or I'd wear one of those MMA cups that show it all. Yeah. You know what I mean? Those things are pretty revealing. Yeah, good stuff. All right, give us a call 248-782-8384. 248-782-8384. We'll take your calls. Jared Goff, I think everyone is pretty much out on him. I think we've all got pretty much standard agreement. If you're in on Goff, if you think you can make a case to keep Goff, I would love to hear from you. We're nice guys. We're not going to beat you up or tear you apart or anything, but would love to hear the argument to keep Goff either for the rest of this year or next year in particular. What's the thing that you do? What's the reasoning to stand behind Goff?
Yeah, and I don't want to hear because they don't have a choice. We all know they don't really have a choice. They're paying my man a crap ton of money.
You know what?
Outside of the money, why is Goff here?
He's going to be the most expensive player coach that's ever played in the NFL. That's kind of where my head's at with him.
And maybe let's send this to the chat. If the Lions get rid of Goff at the end of this year somehow, does he play another down in the NFL?
No, not unless he's a backup somewhere. I mean, I hate to take that out of the chat's hands, but I don't think he plays another unless he's a backup somewhere and someone gets hurt. I don't think he sees the field again, and that's too bad because I think he has talent. I think he has the talent. I think it's all upstairs. I think it's all up between his ears. Is the reason why he can't deliver on the whole promise of quarterback. He's a broken guy. All right, let's see. Sorry, I just got a quick message. 248-782-8384. Give us a ring. Phone lines are waiting for you right now. So we had Goff. Jerry Jacobs out there again, looked great. I hope the groin injury isn't a serious one, long lasting, anything like that. Who came in? Was it Gilbert that came in and got the punch out? Thanks to
Yep.
I don't want to say thanks to Jerry's injury, but as a result of Jerry's injury,
Yeah.
you got to be careful with your words, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, this defense has been, except for 2 weeks ago, been, punching above its weight class pretty heavily, I would argue.
Yeah.
It's been pretty amazing.
Hey, caller, what's your name? How much have you had to drink?
Hey, it's Jamie from Montana.
Hey, Jamie, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good.
Are you
So
here to argue
I'm
for
going to
Jared
make
Goff?
the argument to keep.
Jamie? Tune in Tokyo. Hello, Tokyo. I mean,
People are going to think we hung up on him on purpose.
No, he's still there, but he's not there. Jamie, I think you got to turn on Wi-Fi calling and get closer to the router, brother.
It's like a paranormal activity event just happened.
Oh my God.
He was a ghost.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Montana style. Blake Bortles gets signed while golfing. There's a chance of Goff. It's a backup or ER signing. Is this caller? What's your name? Is this Jamie?
This is Matt Leffler.
Oh,
hey,
how you doing, Matt?
Good. Do you want me to hang up for the other guy?
No, that's okay. We'll hang up on you later. What's
All right, sounds great.
You're next.
That sounds fantastic.
You're next.
What do you got for us?
I'm doing well. I have had nothing to drink.
You here to jack off?
Let's see. Anyway, let's see. So the only way Goff stays on this, I know the point isn't was to ask if he's going to be a starter, but the only position I see Goff ever maintaining on this team is the role of the beta cuck, the overpaid beta cuck. Because the guy, he just has so much. I think Chris, you nailed it. He has so much wrong with his brain that he's irreparable.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree at all. He's broken. And I hate to say it, and I hate because here's a guy who spent his whole life playing football at the highest level. Went I don't want to say took a team, but I also don't want to say went with a team to a Super Bowl because he was a part of it. He was a part of that. It was without he was integral part of that offense and played with that team that got to the Super Bowl. Every person matters in that thing, and on a run like that. And they got there. He was a good player. I don't know if it was the pipe comment that, McVay said, I am going to destroy this man's psyche and then dump him for somebody else. I'm not sure. But there's the Floundericious match for $250, sir. I don't know. I don't know if, it was purposeful from McVay or what, but he definitely wrecked this kid. He went from someone with a lot of promise. He was an MVP one year, wasn't he?
No.
That I can't remember. No.
The Super Bowl year wasn't.
I don't think he was.
Okay, maybe not. He wasn't. What am I thinking of?
That's that Jared Goff propaganda making its way into your brain, Chris.
I'm making the argument for him. Who put me in this position? Why am I making the argument for him? It's supposed to be you. I took the wrong side of this. I got baited. Okay.
Which is what Matt was doing to this game, I hear.
We saw it.
All right, we're getting off the rails.
You got the Jack Goff going. All right, we'll talk to you, man.
Yeah.
See you, man. All right. Good stuff. Oh man, if you can't talk about it, you just gotta joke about it. Have some fun with it. All right. A lot of hell hath no fury, like Sean McVay scorned the ugliness. I don't know. I mean, like, that's pure speculation, right? I mean, I knew. If there's any questions, Dan Campbell was making the calls this week. Another caller. I think this is somebody that I think it's supposed to be somebody. Hey, caller, what's your name? How much you pay to drink?
Colin and zero for a change.
No, last time I saw you, you slammed an entire pint of bourbon.
I you know what? I might still be drunk from then. But nothing today, man. I told you I got a big day at work tomorrow. I got to keep it sober. I got to watch our best performance of the year thus far, sober. So that was nice.
Wait. What's going on tomorrow? I mean, what could be so important that you got to stay sober?
I got a big case at work tomorrow. That's it.
Okay.
So
not going to elaborate.
I'm not going to go in detail with it, but.
All right, I will.
That's it. But
no. I don't know if anyone saw.
Let's just say the Lions were pulling at my heartstrings, and the surgeon tomorrow will be pulling at some heartstrings.
There you go. That's a good one to be sober for. No. So anyone that missed it, and this will be coming out this week. Colin came on late night during the St. Jude show, like midnight, late night, not like super late, and downed a pint of bourbon. Now he did like a third of the pint, and it was like, I would probably guess like 6-7 seconds, right? And then he did 2/3 of a pint in like 3 seconds. He just went like, I thought the bottle was gonna crush inward because he was inhaling out of it so fast.
I went back to my college days, man.
and then for about a half hour we watched it take hold. It was something to behold.
And you saw it progressively just keep adding. And I texted you the next morning. You told me to text you, and I was like, yeah, I just rewatched it, and
So we'll release that for everyone to see this week, okay, bud?
Maybe not.
All right, let me ask.
What do you got with you today?
Sandman
only. Or Ash or
it's Sandman today.
All right, Andy, what's up, man?
Oh, how's it going?
Man, it's nice. Maybe it would have been nice to be at Ford Field for that today. I don't know. It's tough to tell. We've witnessed so many bad experiences there. I don't know if this is a good experience, but
that kind of rain.
I'm sort of just up in the air with it right now, man.
That kind of.
I mean, when your quarterback throws for 50 yards, I don't know, man.
I think Ford Field would have lost it with all the good runs. I think, and the takeaways and it would have been a fun Ford Field experience for sure. I'm sure all the Steeler fans have the exact opposite reaction. Tells you everything you need to know.
I talked to my buddies all week and the whole Cyber Santoso thing. I was like, why don't we just sign somebody who can hit something more than a 52 that he's hit in college? And it showed today, man. It was crazy.
It was bad.
But
in the chat,
tough,
we got
man. At least
here's a good one from the chat, buddy.
0-17
from the chat. Jay Miller feels appropriate that it's a 16-16 tie with number 16 shit in the bed again. There you go, across the board.
Yeah.
If you're in a numerology, you go to your.
Is Mercury in retrograde? Is that a thing? I don't know anything about that.
I think your anus.
I'll have to go ask all my ex-girlfriends.
The moon is in your anus.
When the moon hits your eye, that's how you get pink eye? Is that what you're saying?
That's not pink eye.
That's a Santoso. At least he's got Movember going. I was like, I thought he was going to run off with the Movember, and I was like, this is. The second he walked out, I looked at my buddies. I had about 6 or 7 guys over, and I was like, he's gonna shank the shit out of this. There's no way. This is what we do. And they looked at me after he missed it, and they were like, "Yep."
I saw his face. I expected like a boing, boing, and then a jump, and then go down a green sewer pipe. Right?
It was like he kicked a medicine ball.
Oh.
It didn't make any sense the way it came off.
Bro, imagine he just like kicked it off a plant and it like went through. He like bounced it off.
One of those little chomper plants went up and grabbed
One
the
of
ball
those
before
Venus
it went
flytraps. He just kicks it off like.
It snaps up the ball before it hits the
one of the Steelers helmets, and it just goes through, and it's like, yep.
All right, Colin.
Oh,
I want you to take care of yourself. All right, you've got to metabolize before the.
I am, man.
Big thing.
I did. I mean, I've been working on it for a week. We're good to go.
Have you drank?
I gotten a lot. What's that?
Have you drank since that point?
I had a glass of wine like throughout the week, but that's about it.
Mm. Is it because you were in trouble for not taking your wife to work, or is it because you just needed?
Well, her sister works with her, so I was good. I completely forgot that aspect of it after I downed that pint of bourbon. That would happen.
That's kind of what happens, yeah. But
we have two cars, so she could have drove herself.
I just don't
but
think
I
anyone
decided
wants
to
to be
forget that as well.
notified first thing in the morning that they're out of transportation options.
When she got home from work, yes, I was in trouble because I decided to drink until 1 a.m. Talk to you guys, but we're good now.
Okay, that's good. All right. All right, Carmen. I've been drinking now. All right.
Hey,
Colin,
you sound like me last Friday, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
No doubt. All right, my man. We're going to let you fly.
All right, bro.
Be good, all right?
Later, man.
Cheers, man.
All right.
All right.
You too. See you.
All right, bye.
He wanted so bad to call in and try to redeem himself for that behavior. All right. So, yeah, we'll release a whole bunch of the shorts from this week. We've got Dan Miller coming, the Mark Schofield piece about the quarterbacks and where they're going to go in the draft and what the Lions should look for will come out this week. If you haven't seen the reunion with Herman Moore, Lomas Brown, and Coach Fonts, I'm telling you, that's probably one of the coolest kind of retro Lions things you're going to find. It was even as we were doing it, I was stunned throughout. It was a lot of good feels in that interview. And it's not just because we did it. It was really, really good. I think that's going to be kind of a time capsule of, it's been 30 years, guys. It's been 30 years. It's the last team and the love they still had. I mean, you should see they still have the rapport. Coach Fonts bouncing off with Herman and Lomas and the jokes and the play. It was good. They're still, you can tell there's a bond and a closeness that hasn't gone away over the course of time. So definitely check that out. That's on the channel now. So all right, 248-782-8384, 248-782-8384. We'll take your questions and as we go forward here. All right, so we know about the quarterback. We know. Let me ask you about Amani Oruwariye. I can do it. That's one way to say it. Started out rough, had an interception, picked up a fumble.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, I'm torn. He started out rough this year. He hasn't been spectacular, but he seems to be trending in the right direction.
I think people, when we drafted him in the 4th round, everybody was like, "Holy crap, he was supposed to be a 2nd round guy," and we got him in the 4th. I think we still have to have expectations of him that he's a 4th round cornerback that's been thrust into starting position, and I think he's been pretty good for a 4th round guy that's been starting for us. And, he's physical and he's gotten some interceptions and he, seems to play hard. The pass interference that he had on him early was, one of those things. And then after that, they kind of let him play the rest of the game. We got to see some good hand fighting the rest of the way. And honestly, the secondary coach, I feel like, has done a fantastic job this year with all these guys. We have a bunch of undrafted guys out there. We've got 4th round picks. Our number 3 overall pick is injured, isn't doing anything. And, I know we played against Mason Rudolph this week, but, you can't say that they didn't do a good job. I think they did a good job overall. I think, we had some takeaways. I think Julian Okwara Looked good when he played in the secondary for the one play. When he played linebacker safety hybrid for that one play.
Unexpected
good job.
secondary play. Unexpected secondarian.
Yes. Yeah. But I think, all of our secondary just has stepped up and punching above their weight class. I think if this is a Matt Patricia coach team, I think we're eating 40 points no matter who the quarterback is.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you bring up such a great point there. In the chat, they're correcting. He was a fifth rounder.
Fifth rounder.
Thanks, JJ. JJE. A fifth rounder. And we were thinking, I remember we did the show. We thought he'd go third round. Like, I was like, what's going on? And I think of him as a third rounder, even though we paid fifth round price for him. And here we got a fifth rounder playing just due to injury. He's supposed to be our cornerback number 2. He's our cornerback 1, and he's not. And so before I go to even the evaluation side, he played for Matt Patricia for 2 years, his first 2 years in the league. So they're kind of a wash, as we've heard from Okuda, based on what he learned his first year into this year. It's interesting to hear how poor the coaching was with that last regime. Did they break him? I don't think so. I think he's got kind of a trajectory upward from what I'm seeing this year. And it's interesting to kind of think where he could be next year. And it's almost the Oruwariye and Jacobs kind of connection. Those two guys, they could be maybe around 2 next year. And they're getting the reps this year to see what they got. Hey, caller, what's your name? Thanks for holding on. And how much have you drink?
Hey there, guys. Corey from St. Louis. Actually, today at the Field National Guard, so I couldn't really do that. Well, I could. Don't want to.
Got it. No,
but anyway,
go ahead.
So you guys basically just answered my one question. I was going to say, even with all the injuries right now, do you guys believe this defense is better right now where it sits than our defense was at the beginning of last year under Patricia? I first let me say, yeah. It's nice to see go out there and actually have the ability to make it crazy. But, so I guess my question went out of the way, but I called several after the Chicago game, and I had mentioned, keep in mind that the coach doesn't really trust Dan Campbell. I kind of got that vibe again today.
Yeah. I'll go to the defensive side of the ball. The one spot that has me frustrated, and this is I don't know. I just don't know how to put it. The thing that has me frustrated about the defense right now is you still have this issue of guys playing man when they're supposed to play in zone, and zone when they're supposed to be playing man. And I'm not certain why this is the case now. And it doesn't make sense this late in the season for this to be happening. These guys should have their coverages down. They should know what play they're in. They should know, they should know all of this stuff. It shouldn't be happening. This is, game 3 of the preseason stuff, not game 8 or 9 of the regular season. So that kind of confusion worries me a little bit. But when they're in position, you know what? They're playing pretty well. All right. Hey, caller, I've got to let you run. We've got some sound going on the call for some reason. Okay. All right, brother. Be good. All right. Sorry about that. All right. No. So that was the defensive side of the ball. Were you able to hear the questions at all, Sandman, or was it all?
No. You sound like a crazy robot. I'm sure I sound like a crazy robot.
Right now, we do.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. As soon as the call came in, it all went downhill.
Is it crazy now still?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Might have to shut her down and bring her back.
Oh, my. Let's see what we can do here.
Maybe you look at the chat here.
I try not to look at the chat, because let's see. Alright, did that fix it?
No.
Alright, one more option. There's always options.
We sound like we're in slow motion.
Okay. That may potentially have fixed it, I think. Because I heard something kick through.
Do you hear the sound issue too? Andy?
Yep.
You do? That's not good. All right, still Crazy Robot. Then what we'll do is I'll do a quick stop on the recording, the stream, and we'll restart. It'll only take momentarily. You guys will see us back here in like 20 seconds. You probably don't even have to leave the... All right. Let's see. Let's start now. Do you guys hear Crazy Robot still, or is it all better? That's what I need to know. All right, get that part going. Is it still Crazy Robot? That's what we need to know. All right, we're good. All right, we're wait, someone's got Robot? After break, still Robot. Oh, for God's sakes. Crazy Robot all the way. Okay, give me just one more minute, guys. Sorry,